All right, so I know I'm about to ruffle some feathers, but if y'all know me by now, y'all know I truly don't care. Y'all have got to stop with the excuses. This video is going to be titled, Why You Got So Many Excuses, Girl? Like, that's what I'm titling this video because a lot of y'all have excuses for days and days and days and months and months and months and months. And it's just like, at what point you going to take control of your life? Like, at what point you doing stuff for everybody else? You doing stuff for your kids, you doing stuff for your husband, you doing stuff for your friends, you doing stuff for your parents. And I get it, like you are pulled in 1,020 different directions. Like sometimes you probably try to figure out like when are you gonna have time to go to sleep? I get it. But what you don't get is if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. Like, how can you take care of other people if you can't take care of yourself? What good are you to everybody else that you love, that you care about, if you don't take care of your body, if you don't take care of your health? How are you going to take care of your kids if you sitting on a dialysis machine because now you have let your diabetes get out of control? And now you can't even do your regular things because you have to be on dialysis 4 hours out the day. And then when you get off, you're tired. How can you help? How can you run after your little kids when you out of breath walking up a flight of stairs? How you gonna play with your kids when you out of breath, when you tired? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like, at what point are you going to realize that your health has to come first? Like, it has to. It has to. Like, there's no other way around it. Your health has to come first because you're no good to nobody if you are not healthy. But it's like a lot of y'all don't, it's like y'all miss that part. You don't understand that part. And then I don't like, can we talk about all of the mental things that go on in your head when you're overweight, when you're obese? Feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you ugly, feeling worthless, being depressed. Like, let's talk about that. Being overweight, at least for myself, was nothing but a depressing ass journey. Of course, I had times where I was happy. I'm not going to sit here and say every day was bad. I had days where I was feeling myself, where I was happy. But reflecting back, looking at the overall, I was more unhappy than happy mentally. Mentally. Like, just think about how you may look at yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. You don't like this. You don't like this. You don't like your thighs. You don't like your arms. You don't like your face. You don't like your chin, your neck, your back rolls. You don't like the way you look in this dress, but you have to go to the event because you already promised your friend you was going to go, but you really don't want to be seen. Or how about just going to the grocery store and praying that you don't run into anyone that you know because you don't want them to see you looking like shit? Let's talk about that. That takes a lot on your mental health. Feeling like you can't accomplish stuff because time and time and time again, you made these promises to yourself that you were going to lose weight, that you was going to eat better, and you failed again and again and again and again and again and again. So then you just start to feel like, well, then shit, I just can't do shit right. Think about how that makes you feel as a person, thinking in your head that you can't do shit right. You see everybody else happy accomplishing their goals, but here you are, miserable as hell because you can't accomplish the one goal that you had for years and years and years and years. Every New Year's resolution, you talked about how you was going to lose this weight. You was going to get back down to your high school weight, and it still ain't happened. That takes a toll on your mental health, which then takes a toll on how you see yourself, which then takes a toll on how you treat yourself. And then you continue to treat yourself like shit because you feel like shit. And then you start to treat other people like shit because you see them happy, you see them living their best life, but you don't feel like you're living yours. So now you're just this miserable ass person to be around. I've been there. Now you're just negative. You the negative Nancy. You're very pessimistic and nobody want to be around you. You can be a bitch. I've been there. I've done that. I know exactly how that feels. I've lost 115 pounds, y'all. I was big as fuck. Big as fuck. I get it. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to hate yourself. Yeah, I used to hate myself. Obviously, I'm treating myself the way I'm treating myself, drinking every day, smoking weed every day, eating whatever I want, no self control whatsoever. I know how that feels. I've been there. I know how it feels. You go into the grocery store and you trying your best not to grab the snacks, but because you don't have self control, you grab every snack that you're not supposed to grab. Then you're going to sit in the car with it and eat it before you bring it home. Been there, done that. I would go to McDonald's. I would get a double fish sandwich, large, with the large fry, the large Sprite light ice. I would get some apple pies, some chicken nuggets. I would get it all, and I would sit in my car and eat every last drop. Oh, can't forget the McFlurry. Can't forget the M&M McFlurry. Extra M&Ms. Duh. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. Looking at yourself in the mirror because you're just like, dang, like, how did I get here? I'm telling you how you got here. You got here because you didn't stop. You didn't grasp your self-control. You didn't feel like you were worthy. That's how you got here. You didn't take you didn't take control of your mental health. You didn't heal from past traumas. That's how you got here. But I'm telling you, you don't have to stay here. You're choosing to stay here. At the end of the day, you can fight with me or not. At the end of the day, you are making the choice to continue living the life that you're living. It's that simple. Now, for some of y'all who have no accountability, which I didn't either, so I'm not pointing fingers and trying to come down on you, but for those of y'all who lack accountability, you're going to take this video and you're going to be like, who the fuck does she think she's talking to? She don't know shit. She don't know my story. I don't need to know your story to know that you lack self-control. You don't need to know my story to know that I lack self-control. Like, at the end of the day, it's a lack of self-control. So I'm telling you how you got here. You got to heal from whatever it is that is holding you back from being the best version of yourself. You have to heal from it. You can't continue to hold on to stuff that happened 5 years ago by eating your pain, by drinking your pain, by smoking your pain. I've done all of it. At some point, you have to take control of your life. At some point, you have to realize that you're worthy. Somebody loves you. And you need to love yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. One thing that I learned being overweight, I'm all for self-love. But one thing that I learned reflecting back on my journey was that I didn't love myself. Because if I loved myself, if I truly loved myself, I wouldn't treat myself the way I was treating myself. I don't think a lot of you guys realize the dangers of eating the way that you eat when you're obese. I don't think a lot of you guys realize what you're doing to your heart, what you're doing to your kidneys, your liver. I don't think a lot of you guys realize what you're doing to your arteries. Like, we can go into a whole scientific breakdown, but at the end of the day, like, you are hurting yourself. You are not born to carry that much weight. Your knees were not designed to carry that much weight. Your back was not designed to carry that much weight. Like, that's just what it is. That's why you got knee problems now, sis. You're not supposed to be 300 pounds. You're not supposed to be 200 pounds if you're 5 feet tall. Like, you weren't designed to be that way. You can call it being thick all you want, but at the end of the day, your joints, your body was not designed to carry all that weight. It wasn't. If it was, you wouldn't be struggling walking up the flight of stairs. I'm just going to keep it real with you. If you was really designed and created to carry all that weight, you wouldn't be out of breath walking a quarter of a mile down the street. You wouldn't be waddling. You wouldn't be having back problems. Like, I'm telling you this because it's true. I've been there. So don't look at this video as me talking shit about big people. Y'all, I was 340 pounds. Period. Like, I mean, I'm just going to keep it real. Go to my socials and you can scroll through and see how big I really was. Like, but I'm telling you, you don't have to live that way. You're choosing to live that way. I want you to get a hold of your mental health because that's where it starts. If you don't feel like you're capable, you're not going to change. You are capable. I'm no different than you. You're no different than me. We may all have different obstacles and things that we've been through. But if I can do it, you can too. You've seen countless success stories of people who were 600, 800 pounds losing weight. You can do it too. You've seen people who have literally come from nothing, who had the ugliest childhood, turn out to be the most successful people. So let's not continue to live this life that we're living, that we're choosing to live. Let's do something about it today. Let's not wait till New Year's resolution time. Like, aren't y'all sick of that? Aren't y'all sick of January 1? It's a new year, new me. Y'all not sick of that? Because I know if I hear one more person talk about their New Year's resolution, I swear to God, I'm going to slap the shit out of them. Bruh, you don't have to wait till New Year's to change your life. Like, let's just keep it real. You don't. You can change your life right now. Right now. You can change it. It don't have to wait till Monday. Monday don't ever seem to come. Even though weeks and weeks and weeks go by, we in October. It's like Monday never shows up. You don't have to wait till Monday. You can start literally right after you watch this video. Literally right after you watch this video, you can start. Even though you might have already finished eating for the day. Okay. How about you go into your pantry and throw away everything bad? And let's start small. Let's stop with the big goals. Let's stop with, I have to lose 200 pounds. Let's take a halt on that. How about the goal is, I'm not going to drink soda for the next 3 days. Let's do that. How about we say, for the next 5 days, I'm not going to eat any fast food. How about we say, for the next 2 days in a row, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to spend 30 minutes in the gym. You see how we can start with small goals and that'll get us to the bigger goal? I think a lot of times we get overwhelmed with these goals that we have because we have these big, gigantic goals and it all starts off really good. But we slowly lose motivation because the goal is just so big. And it's like, how am I going to get to this goal? So I just told you how. You're going to start with small things. No soda tomorrow. Can we do that? Can we do no juice tomorrow? The juice is not good for you either. Like, no soda, no juice. Okay? We're not doing none of that. No candy. How about if it's something that you can't cook, you can't eat it. So what do I mean by that? If you can open up a box and just start eating it right away, don't touch it. How about you have to cook your food for the next 3 meals? Y'all know I'm vegan, but I'm not going to push the vegan shit on you. We got to ease your way into it. We got to ease your way into healthy living. So if it's something that's already prepared that you got in the middle aisles of the grocery store, don't eat it. You got to cook it. How about that? I think that's an easy way to help you realize what you can eat and what you can't. Because I know I get it. It's a lot. Like, it's so much. And I remember when I first started, I was like, so wait, this is bad for me, even though it says No sugar? Like it can be very intimidating. So let's just start with simple stuff. Stay on the outskirts of the grocery store. That's the safe bet. Once you start getting into the aisles, you're getting into the processed foods. And the processed foods are bad because they're convenient. Stuff that's convenient tends to be bad for you, tends to be high in sodium, high in sugar. So stay with the vegetables and the fruits. If you're going to eat meat, stay where the butcher is. If you're going to drink dairy, stay where the refrigerators are. You see that? The outskirts of the grocery store. Only go to the inside for like your seasonings or maybe the oatmeal, the beans. Beans are really good for you, high in protein. So certain things in the aisles don't, but the cereal, no, no cereals, no chips, no snacks. If unless the snacks are coming from the vegetable section or the fruit section. And I'm not talking about the fruits in the middle of the aisles either, full of sugar. Like I said, stay on the outskirts. Okay? So let's start small, like I said. Start with some small goals that you know you can achieve. You know you can achieve it. You know you don't have to go to Chick-fil-A tomorrow. You know you don't have to go to Krispy Kreme. The hot and ready sign is always on. It's not going to change. It's not changing. They always got that damn sign on. Okay? McDonald's is always doing a 2 for $5 sandwich. So you already had the whole menu. You already know what it tastes like. Make your sandwiches at home. Sound like a plan? I want you to change your life because me changing mine was an amazing journey. It was hard. It was very, very hard. But looking back, I'm like, wow, I did that shit, huh? I did that shit? Me? Crazy. Like it's just a whole, it's an amazing feeling. And I want you to experience it too. And you can. You can. You just have to get a grasp on your self-control and get a grasp on your mental health. Once you can heal from your traumas, heal from what's really holding you back, you will be unstoppable. I promise. I love you and I just want the best for you, okay? You can do it.